So you must have heard of this trending video of NYSC and the whole saga and the way that Nigeria is responding to things. For me, first thing is, I even wish that the country itself can be put in a state of emergency for 6 months, the way they have put River State government. I wish that can be the step that will be taken, because it seems as if no one cares about anybody's well-being in the country. But then going back to what the NYC, the topic about the NYC and the whole saga around it, I have had my own experience. Yes, I served, and I served well. But not everyone can be able to do what I did. Not everyone can be able to succeed. Because why will someone go to school for 4, 5, 6 years, as the case might be? Some people might have to still do interns before they go for service. And then you finish all this struggle and you come outside and you are subjected to a place where you are being paid 33,000 naira per month with the way Nigeria is today. I study, I pay fees worth over hundreds of thousands. Yes, per semester or per session, as the case might be. And there is no even, I can count the number of federal schools that are having their school fees as low as the minimum wage of Nigeria. So how did they expect us to actually finish all these things and then come back and start enjoying the little tip and call it service for the nation? Who is serving who? Since this administration entered, everybody, it's not something that's an AG. You don't use the mirror to see what you wear on the hand. You don't use the mirror to see what you wear on the hand. It's glaringly clear. It's clear, invisible, die. But what do people do? Everybody is being shunned. Everybody is being tossed like you are trash. You're a piece of trash. And then you want them to go back into hiding. I'm glad for this video that went viral, the lady who made everything the way it is, because some of us have even kept quiet about our own. But then if we have to still bring this thing back, what that woman that did, the woman that threatened that girl, what she did is not the first time they do that to people. It's not the first time. Like, it's a norm. In my own case, the local government inspector told me, direct to me, to my face, that the chance of me being my PPA being changed, because I was thrown into a remote area, a very remote area that if I die, nobody will even know. If I die, my corpse can even bury it without my parents even knowing that something even happened. There is no access to healthcare facilities, no access to internet. It can't be me now where we say my life now online. You won't carry me go where now SOS, the network they do. Say I they serve for 1 year, I will be out of the world. And if I want to leave that place to the town, the next to get 3G Glow service was like you leaving the local government to another local government before you can even get a 3G, not even 4G, talking of the 5G. Oh. The one that you can use and say and call, hello, where you dey. That is what you need. Like, you need to leave a local government to go to another local government in that same state to go and get internet. And then me, I should now come and stay there for 1 year. Some people who have health issues, not even about me alone, I can cope. Not in that kind of place anyways, but I can cope and live anywhere. I can even live with assistant devil self. Even with the devil, you can live in any condition. Even if my hair fire self, I can still live there. But that's not the case now. Some people who have health challenges, who have health issues, right? You see them struggle to even get redeployment. They have, some people get denied to be given places where the healthcare facilities are made easier to access. Unless you are very relevant in camp, which most people that have served can actually attest to. Unless you are very relevant in camp, or they just consider you, or you have to even lie. You have to even lie. Maybe it is a minor issue that is wrong with you, but they don't even have the facility to take care of the wrong issue. But then you now have to go and lie. Some people even go out to the extent of even fabricating things just for these things to have effect, so that they can be placed in a place where they can have good health care facilities, that they can attend to their own health if there are crises. So we are hearing it out now, and it's as if the lady is doing too much. Now, the government that is being called out We are supposed to be calling out this government even by their name. How do you expect someone earning 33,000 to even survive? To survive, how much is transport? We're talking about Lagos. Yes, Lagos smells. Lagos stinks. My younger sister first told me even before I came to Lagos that Lagos just has this smell. You can't really place it, but it's just not healthy for your life. And then people are saying all these things, and you think it is. When I came, I found it difficult to even comprehend until I went to a place that they used to call Chivita. Chivita around Ajao Estate. If you know that place, you know what I'm talking about. Chivita company axis. That place stinks because of the sausages or whatever the waste product that come out of that place. Their environment is always polluted, and you see people selling things like fruits around there. And I wonder how people who even live around there as residents even cope. I wonder how they even try to even survive staying around there. That is just one example out of many. Not talking about the fact that many drainage systems in Lagos is being blocked, that you see mosquito giving people malaria on a daily basis. Like any sickness that is being treated most in Lagos here, malaria. I think you even have a first aid kit. It's just malaria 1, malaria 2, then typhoid 1, typhoid 2, like sets of first aid packs. Because you might not even be able to run away from it. Even if you live a healthy lifestyle, the environment can frustrate you. Now, back to the NYSC matter now. People will now, you see yourself living, if you leave the house, there's no place that is 15 naira again. Even 100 naira, any apple, any ego drop, 100 naira don't come out. If you say me come out from here, reach 100 naira don't come out. And you're working for how many days? Some people go, you are being posted, not even talking about the fact that, okay, you are being compelled to work in a different atmosphere because you did not do maybe something like medicine where you can be posted to the medical line, then you're being compelled to be in the school where you are going to teach. I agree with you that it helps to foster or this the mixture of culture and for you to explore different places. I agree with you on that, but there is a need for them to revisit the real cost and the need for this NYSC because it get people where I know me at the travel, I they try to get good grade to do my NYSC, and even some people that I know left that good grade for themselves, and they focus on business, and they are doing very well. They even employ us, people like us, self, we even don't finish the 4 years we will do for school, do service, don't even the run masters. Now people will not even go this thing, we not even get there. They never even talk about NYSC, they never even talk about NY, and then they do well. What is the government doing to provide jobs for people? I want to tell you that in a school, every year, they're bombarding new set of people. You can have over 5,000 intakes, 5,000 intakes in 100 level. Imagine that 5,000 intakes now multiplied by the number of schools that they have in the federation. How many students get pumped in? And then you are producing graduates of over 50 to 100,000 a year. Let me just say minimum a year, coupled with the ones that have been existing before. Where are the jobs that we are going to be feeding these people with? Where are we going to be hooking them up with? It now feels as if those that even left the school are even better than those that completed their own school. Those that left the school or those that were doing business while they were in school are better than those that said, let us finish this, since education is the key. We don't know, say they don't throw padlock. If government can actually calm down and look into this matter, it is something that is very essential that should not be overlooked. Look into the reason for the creation of these things. Now, I mentioned about some states in the NYC routine. There are some states that try to help. They add a little tip. How will in this 2025 that you are in, a state is saying its own alawi, state alawi, apart from federal, state alawi na 560 naira or 800 and something naira, 800 and something naira for full months. I think the highest I've heard is even Bayelsa State. Bayelsa said that if you live across water, you are being given around 10,000 naira or thereabout. You're being given 10,000 naira for living across water that you need boats to take you to your PPA. That you're giving 10,000. Then those that stay online are like 5,000. Now, what will 5,000 even add? I know it is something. If in quotes, it is something. But what can that thing do? It cannot even afford you a good pot of soup because nowadays, copper they even chop without. Make it just be say they smell say soup they put egusi put one small fish inside like that now wey that soup that fish say na normal ingredient no be say na protein wey you dey call major protein na like backup. You no fit chop meat now soup now wey be say roadblock dey wey be say before you see soup you go bypass like many protocols of meat and some obstacles of like maybe stockfish and the rest before you go jam the meat. Nigeria, which way? Which way? Which way? I'm very calm saying all these things, but if you know the level of which it pains me, so that the LGI for my own time tell me say it is impossible for me to even be shifted from a place that is not good to a place that can be manageable. It is 99% impossible, even considering everything. It's 99% impossible. If not that there are still good people, even in the midst of all these terrible people, if not that there are still good people, someone that still had to come through to fight and say, this person needs to leave this place. This person needs to leave this place for this reason, for that reason. There are many people that even say, I need to be closer to my health, my the person that's taking care of me. I need to be closer to it. I need to be redeployed back. And instead of them taking you back to the place where you should be at, they allow you, they approve that to be. They will tell you you should even be in a different state that you need to still have to pay a certain amount of money to transport yourself going back to. On my account, they talk all these things. So if you feel enter my inside my heart, see as I they walla the whole thing, like I they open them. But please, let us know if it is an inclusion of. I know that they started including entrepreneurial studies in some things. Government should even make it a more compulsory thing that somebody will be able to do these things, because as una not ready to provide job for people, you cannot even do that now because the system is failing and it is even system there on oxygen when another country borrow us make we use the sustain. I've said a lot already. I've said a lot already. And I just wish that this thing can get to government people as well. Share it. Let it get to government people. Make them know, say, this service thing, what they do? It don't reach people for a year. You go do a mass com. They go post you go, what they call them, go school, go they teach. Yes, I can do that. But is it that school now that will be able to absorb me after I finish the NYC this thing? Is it? Somebody will do something like maybe even if it's fishery and other, he does not have what to even use and practice in the near future. He does not. Soil science, you don't even carry and do anything. You don't even value the person. The person cannot even apply with a certificate. I can tell you that boldly. My certificate, even though they say me, I sabi what I do for school. Certificate say I carry my CV. He never fetch me reach 1 million. Since I come out for school, he never fetch me reach 1 million naira. I'm not even talking about dollars. But then it's a talk for another day. Let this thing get to people that it needs to get to, so we can know what we are doing with our life. Please, please, we pray that Nigeria will also get better. We just pray.